right, ladies and gentlemen, now hopefully this evening we are now live on YouTube with Kabam. We have Kabam Mike on call. We also have Kabam Patrick and Kabam Tyler. Kabam Tyler is going to be my dungeon partner today. And yeah, I'll hand it over to Kabam Mike so you can introduce the others.
Hey everybody, how you doing today, Seatin?
Very, very well, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. I'm really excited to see where we're going to go with this.
So am I.
Yeah, so today I've got Patrick, our designer on the project here, and Tyler, who's going to be playing along with you. He is the producer of the project.
Yo, how's it going?
Hey everybody.
So if you do have any questions, I think throughout this live stream in chat about Incursions, just feel free to ask them in chat. Fire away as much as you want. The only thing I do ask is that, you know, you be respectful to everybody kind of involved in today's live stream. And it really is as simple as that. So, yeah. Which, Tyler, which side would you like to take? Right or left?
I can take right. I'll do right. Do you want to take out number 2 for me and get rid of that spiked armor?
Yeah, I certainly can do. So let's, I'll go left then, over to that vision. And use that initial fight if I can to ramp up Aegon. So this is the first of one of the choice nodes here. So I can either sabotage the server link or character select and swap somebody out. But considering we just started, I don't need to do that. So let's sabotage the node. And then do I just pick, how do I, oh, I get it. I smack on the sabotage server link instead of view buffs. Okay, that was just a bit of a new mistake, guys. Sorry, it's my first time in here. So I was just trying to figure it out. But there we go. And let's go over to Vision, man. Get that sorted out. Oh, and I didn't tell you which one I want to get down. Just go for the yellow jacket, if that's okay, dude.
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Don't worry, we're still early. We're still early. I'm not too worried about these encounters quite yet.
That's all good. I'm just gonna I'm gonna chuck on a 20% booster just so I don't die in the first dungeon room, man. Because like I said, he never let me live that down, Legacy.
I mean, there's definitely a lot more pressure after yesterday's stream, so I'm gonna try and live up to the expectations here.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're going for room. What were you saying before we went live? 26, right?
Yeah, one past what we think the max will be.
Easy, mate. Easy.
Whoa, popping boosts already.
We're going in today, Patrick. We're getting it done, mate.
Try to get some souls on my morning star here.
Yeah, I'm trying to ramp up the combo initially on Aegon as well. Is the special 3 active in every floor?
Yes. Yeah, you're going to encounter special 3s in every zone. Yeah.
I think with some exceptions for the first 2 difficulty levels.
Okay. Thank you for the heads up on that. So how long have you guys been working on Incursions for then?
Oh,
I'll take that
a while.
So it's been in some stage of development for about 6 months, and we've been looking at it and designing around it for probably 4 months before that. So it's been a 10-month long slog, but we're really excited with how it turned out, and hope you guys like it.
No, it seemed very cool from Brian's stream yesterday, and I'm liking it so far. I've just chosen a unique buff, which I think is really going to beef up Sunspot, but I want to make sure I get my Aegon ramped up initially. I got that one for like every debuff on the opponent, you get 4% more attack. I think I might have charged into Venom the Duck too quickly while you're still generating Assault.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you I think that link node's still up.
Yeah. I was too keen, man. I was way too keen.
I get it.
It was the excitement of Fungions, you know? It was just it's pulling me forward. I'm racing for that room 26 today.
Who coined that term? Was it John?
I think it was, yeah.
That's a really apt description.
It definitely is. Oh wow. Okay, so these hacks are awesome. So we've got special refunds. So special attacks consume 20% less power. That seems like it would be a little bit crazy with certain champions with guaranteed stuns, especially if you can you stack up these hacks like special refund?
Yes.
Yeah, if they have any sort of synergy that you can imagine, it probably will work with that synergy.
Oh wow, okay, that's very interesting.
Buffs will stack with each other, buffs will stack with your champion abilities, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm
Can
gonna
they stack on top of themselves? So say you get special refund like twice, is that possible?
You cannot roll the same buff if you have it currently active.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
See, I'm also learning.
It'll only be available to pull again once it's expired.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
See, I'm learning things with you.
I see you charged in for the high.
Yeah,
I
want
see
this free soul scene.
It's alright, it's alright. You gotta ramp up that Morning Star, get the perfect block, get a little bit of that damage. I understand how it is.
We'll trade. You can get the next one.
Look, we've got plenty of. This is Zone 1. We're going all the way to 26 today, so it's we're buckling in for a long ride. Right, I imagine I'm going left, you're going right here. So these are the boss. This is the boss one. So it's either team heal, revive your team, or pick up boss module, and we want to go for that one. And
in these early zones, I would advise to pick up the boss module. Get the cool hack. Yep.
Definitely. So we have Lightning Fists as the first one. Light attacks have a 30% chance to inflict a 5-second shock debuff, dealing 120% of attack as energy damage. Seems pretty damn good. Then we got Buff Cornucopia. Whenever a buff is gained, there's a 50% chance to gain another random buff lasting 10 seconds. The chance for this to activate slightly decreases for 8 seconds each time it activates. And then we got Pyrokinetics. So medium attacks have a 40% chance to inflict a 5-second Incinerate debuff, dealing 100% of attack as energy damage. Oh, I don't know whether to go for the shock or... I think the shock's slightly more powerful, at least to the best of my understanding there.
Don't dismiss Buff Cornucopia. It's pretty crazy. Maybe since your Aegon isn't ramped up all the way yet, but you'd have a chance to proc that on essentially every single time he procs one of his buffs later on. But for these, Pyrokinetics might synergize really well with your Sunspot as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
More Incinerates to consume with his heavy charge. Honestly, all three at this point are pretty solid.
Yeah, Lightning Fist will be good for your Doom if ever you pick up a lightning boosting buff later on.
Oh, very interesting. I think I'll go for Lightning Fist for now. If it's a little bit later, I'll get the one that procs some additional buffs on top of my buffs that I generate. But there we go, Zone 1. Pretty straightforward there, and let's pop off to the next zone. So for every zone that you do, you get like a little stack of rewards. You can see here it's about 550 incursion artifacts, 20,000 gold, and 150 5-star shards. It's going to scale up every time you get through a zone there. Also appears to be friendship bonuses as well back in place.
Yep, didn't remove friendship bonuses.
Not going anywhere.
Perfect.
Like we said yesterday, there's nothing more powerful than friendship.
Oh, wow. Okay. I imagine I go in the left hand side, right? And you want to continue right hand side? Take that Venom of the Dark?
Do you want to take out? Let's see here. You can take out Groot. That's fine. I don't have any duplicate classes on my team.
Cool. Happily go for Groot then. And feel free to go for what is it? Venom the Duck.
Sure.
So let's disable the link node here, sabotage server link, and then we'll go left hand side. And we'll ramp up Aegon a little bit more. I'm already on a 74 persistent combo after the first stream, so he's not doing too bad.
It's not bad.
Got that shock ticking. Oh, that's some really nice damage. It's like 800 plus per second. Didn't even have a Fury yet.
Yeah, you can't discount the power of some of these boss buffs. They add a lot, and I'd say they're crucial to your later game success. If you end up having to choose a heal or a revive, things suddenly become a lot harder because you're losing out on some pretty powerful stuff.
No, I can definitely imagine. Right, I'm not going to rush into this mini boss too quickly this time. Okay, so I got 3 hacks here. Prowess buffs gain 80% potency. Oh, that seems a little bit filthy with certain champions there.
So that's not too bad with your sunspot, eh?
Yeah, not too bad at all. That's pretty big. Then we got Fury buffs gain 30% ability accuracy and plus 40% duration, and Bleed debuffs gain plus 40% potency. I think I'll go for the Prowess one. That just seems like it's going to be like mad with Sunspot. So yeah, I think that's the one to go for. Let's crack on a little bit of vision now. Okay, so he's going to be unblockable for 6 seconds of the fight. Just got to play around that.
Oh no, I need this crew to stay alive. I need to reach my SP3.
Oh no. This Morningstar ramping up a bit too quick.
Well, she steals all those Furies and whatnot off of him.
Oh,
and,
that's it, mate. That's it.
starts hitting pretty hard.
Right. Ooh. Okay. Either armor rating, 40% potency on bleed debuffs, or special attacks gain plus 20% ability accuracy and 20% attack rating. I think it's got to be enhanced specials there. Would you like to take? Do you want me to take the Electro?
Who do you got for him here? Let's take a look.
I've got nobody exceptional for Electro, if I'm perfectly honest. But I'm happy to just, you know, nuke him down and take the hit in terms of hit points.
Sure. If you're offering, I mean, I'm not. I won't say no.
There's no real real great counter there. I think I might just use my Sunspot.
You know, we could have swapped an ideal counter in at the start of this zone.
Oh, but we didn't plan ahead. That's our problem. Oh no, I just took a couple of hits to the face there. Yeah, I think Sunspot is looking a bit worse for wear. I think I might need to cut this down to... Oh no, gosh, Sunspot's dead. I died on 1%, man. Oh, no. You know what we said, room 26? I think it might need to be room 24 now, bro. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Just scale it back a little bit.
I need to scale it back a little bit. However, I can use what was it? The new... Are there revives, right? Whereabouts are the items?
Yep. Yeah, so at the end of each zone, you'll have the option to choose a rare hack from the boss module, and that's going to give your champions new abilities, as we've seen, like the shock that you acquired. And then you have the option to do a 20% team revive or a 40% team heal.
Haha, I just found the level 2 incursion revive, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna chuck that on. I think did you mention that the incursion potions and revives are getting what is it, buffed as well?
Yeah, so the plan is to reduce the cost slightly and increase the potency significantly.
Okay, that's all good. Right, so I'm just having a look at... I decided to go for the buffs after just using a manual revive there, so I'm just having a bit of a look here. So we've got whenever a non-damaging debuff expires on the opponent, there's a 50% chance to gain a Fury buff. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad for certain champions. And then we've got, whenever a Fury buff is gained, 100% chance to gain 35% of a bar of power, 3-second cooldown. And then we've got, during basic attacks, your champions gain 20% attack rating, plus 30% buff and debuff duration, and 20% power rate. I feel like the last one seems too good to pass up, so I think I'll just stick with that one.
So the nice thing to note there is anytime you obviously increase your ability accuracy on your basics and stuff from buffs, that's going to work with your lightning fist, your pyrokinetics, things like that.
That's a great tip there. Great tip. But yeah, that martial arts one seems like a really, really good one. But let's crack on to zone 3 now and have a little bit of a look what we got in store here. I think I'm very happy to go left-hand side by the look of it. You've got the choice of tenacity or tenacity. Same
I'll
debuff.
let you. You'll take the pick there. Would you like crumbling armor or stun?
I'm pretty sure I would like crumbling armor. Yeah, crumbling armor is absolutely fine. Either one's good though.
Get some willpower if you got willpower in your masteries.
Oh no, I don't have willpower. No, unfortunately not.
Get some free willpower off that armor break.
Yeah, it's good heads up, but I'm not running willpower. And who's our mini boss? Is it another? Okay, it's not another Electro. I was just making sure this time. I don't have another champion to waste. Yeah.
So that's a good note actually. Is with the increased size in the champion pools as well as the buff pools, it's highly unlikely that you're going to see the same champions, let alone the same link nodes on those champions.
Yeah, it's certainly good to know. Definitely spices it up, gives it a little bit more variety. Which I can always appreciate.
Because Patrick, I have a question for you.
Well, there we go.
Patrick, question: do hacks empower passives as well?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Someone's asking
Unless
in the chat.
specifically stated. So if it says buff, like specifically says buff, then it will only work for a buff.
Okay, so when it says passive, when it says effect, we're talking passive and buff.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got the special refund one again. I've got the damage over time debuff scheme, plus 20% ability accuracy and 20% duration. I think we're going to go for the special refund, actually. I think that one looks really nice. Let's have a bit of a play around with it.
That one is a lot of fun if you're playing with someone like Hyperion. Yeah, you end up cycling a lot of specials really quickly.
Certainly imagine. Right, let's yeah, got this Punisher 2099. Try a little bit of Dr. Doom here, should work out quite nice.
If you swap someone out, can you swap them back in? No, you cannot. So keep that in mind when you're changing over your champions, guys.
Alright. Let's have a look at the additional buff. Would you like the boss this time, or do you want me to have a bit of a stab at it?
We did an Ultron this time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
What does he have on him?
Let me have a quick look. I keep on forgetting there are nodes. He's got Colorblind and Rolling Thunder. So yeah, I'm happy taking with Aegon, actually. I could probably use it to ramp Aegon up a bit.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Let me just finish off this Magneto real quick. All right, he's done.
No worries. I think... oh, it looks like we can enhance basic attacks even further there. Or do you want to enhance mediums? I think I just go for the basics.
So a note for everyone joining here is the boss in Incursions will no longer degen when you've unlinked them, as well as you will no longer regen on hit. The boss is effectively more like a boss, so they'll actually have local nodes. And then after you've defeated the boss, then you'll have the option to either heal or revive.
Damn, dude, Aegon's crazy after a few of these nodes. He's just tearing through everything. I think at this point I might take the heal this time around just to top up Aegon a bit and get Sunspot back from the dead. I think that's the one I'm going to go for. I'm going to pass on this boss module. I feel like I've got enough to get me through the next few zones. So yeah, I'm on
Not a
that.
bad idea. Top up, yep.
Yeah, I'm on that final. You ready for the next zone?
I am just making my boss buff selection. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, so this is where things get interesting. Now there's going to be two lake node buffs coming off of each of the nodes up ahead.
Okay. Are you happy for me
So,
to take that Ultron down? That leaves long distance relationship
Might
and
need
Fury up.
you to, if I'm not going to swap a champion, might need you to take the right so you can shrug off that cold snap with your Aegon.
Yeah, I can do that. No worries.
So, for the people in chat, you might have noticed that the background has changed. Generally, that means that there's been some sort of an upgrade in difficulty. In this case, the number of buffs has increased, and also the difficulty of the buffs that those are drawing from. So, if you see a background change, it means that you're in for a little bit harder time than what you've been dealing with. So keep that in mind.
Right, I'm going to take the Howard the Duck. That looks like the much more annoying node, if I'm correct.
Perfect.
Cool,
Yeah, you want me to take down Ultron there?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Cool.
Let's go for that. Right, sabotage server link. Then jump over to Howard the Duck. And there we go. I see it's a little bit trickier. I checked out the nodes on Gladiator Hulk. He didn't seem too troublesome, though.
No. I think we got this. We got this.
Easy, mate. It's in the bag.
We're covering just fine.
Just need to land a few parries, dodge a few attacks. Could be more straightforward, mate. Rune 24 is coming right now.
I'm looking forward to it. Early world record.
Oh, I can't wait, mate. You know, set the bar high. That's what I always say. Right, let's have a look. What buffs have we got here? Okay, light attacks, gain ability accuracy. Oh, I think we got to go for attack enhancement light here. Let's go for this Iceman. Hopefully I can shrug off that cold snap quick.
Yeah, that's it's gonna hit pretty hard if you don't.
There we go. I got it off.
Perfect.
Getting a lot of questions about Tyler's team. Seatin, next time you're back on the map, just hit that little purple icon on the side and everyone can see what's up.
Oh, yes. Purple icon.
Yeah. It also shows you which hacks you have active, and you can see what hacks your partner has.
I think you're breaking up a little bit just due to connection, Kabam Mike, just to let you know. But, yeah, it's a really cool little interface there. So we can see all of his champions, Guillotine 2099, Morningstar, looking pretty healthy at the moment, Tyler. Certainly made a bit of a recovery. First time I inspected you, I think it was like room 2. I think your Morningstar was on like 20%.
She ate an unlucky SP2 early on there, but once we got those 5 souls, it was a swift recovery. We're back. We're back.
That is good to hear. Oh, I see this special augmentation though. During special attacks, crit rating is multiplied by 3. Seems pretty good. I think I want to go for that one. And
do you want me to take the boss, or do you want to take the boss? Get some more ramp on your Aegon?
I think I'm happy to take the Hulk here, just to get a bit more ramp on Aegon, in all fairness.
Alright, sounds good.
There we go. Perfect, mate. Perfect. Right, I'll stick to the right-hand side here.
Cool.
Let's have a little bit of a look. Let's go for a boss module. Okay, so we've got whenever Fury buff is gained, chance to gain a power of power. Damage over time has a 50% chance to inflict an armor break debuff. And then we've got, I think I'll go for the medium attacks incinerate one. There we go.
Never a bad choice.
Right, perfect. Well, you know, we're on to zone 5 now, so we're getting there, mate. You know,
We're cruising. We're cruising.
20 more to go. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got Sentinel boss here. He's got a light. Both the attacker and defender strikes have a 20% chance to apply incinerate, so I can probably use Sunspot there. And then
Shouldn't be too bad.
yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. He's
Oh,
got the
it's straightforward.
disadvantage. He'll get through it, mate. Get through it fine. Actually, I can just use Aegon, can't I? Yeah, I'll be fine, mate.
I think it'll be okay. You got this.
Shrugging off everything. Right, is there any side in particular that you would like?
I'm cool with either here. I guess I'll take right side.
Cool. I can go left side. Do you want me to get rid of any particular node?
I think Juggernaut. Just get rid of the encroaching stun.
Okay, I'll go Juggernaut with Dr. Doom then. Cool.
Do you want me to take down? Would you rather
Yeah.
play against encroaching stun or aggression regen backup recovery?
Go for the enhanced special 2 encroaching stun. So down invisible woman if you can.
For sure.
Right, let's sabotage the server link here. Go for a bit of Juggernaut. I think Doom should be an excellent counter once we get past that first unstoppable.
All right.
There we go. I've got Juggernaut on the Doom Tower at the moment. I'm currently blasting this man. Oh, the power gain's too much with all these enhancements. Oh, just getting way too much power. It's throwing off like the usual cycle of Dr. Doom.
Just don't know what to do with it all.
I don't. I'm overwhelmed. There we go. Nice little casual 15k medium to finish it off.
That's not too shabby.
Right, let's crack on to the next gain a buff node. What have I got here? Generate debuffs gain potency. I think I'll go for increased attack rating for each buff on the champion. Right, what do we want to use for cable here? Yeah, I think a bit of Dr. Doom.
So there's a question in chat about whether or not you could use champions in incursions while they're in an AQ or an AW, the same way as you can in dungeons now. Yes, it's the exact same as it is in dungeons in terms of which champions you can use and when.
Cool. Always like that setup. It's always nice to be able to access and play your champions.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to restrict players from enjoying incursions to the fullest just because they have the champions they want to use currently in Alliance Quest or Alliance War.
Ah, perfect. The buffs you get are just it's so good. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time so far. Okay, right, we got Fury debuffs gain potency. Oh, I think I want to go for the enhanced mediums here. That's got to be it, mate. That's got to be it. Right, I think I'm going to go for this Sentinel with a bit of Aegon here.
Sure, yeah. I'm pretty healthy right now if you need a hand. Let's wrap them up.
Yeah, I think I should be okay. Gives Aegon a bit more of an opportunity to ramp up even further. He's at 187 on the persistent combo, so he's doing all right. Oh, straight into look at the bro. I've literally just got 10 incinerates. What? Is it the increased ability accuracy as well?
It is.
Oh, wow.
So you increasing your light attacks and your mediums and whatnot is making your dot buffs proc even more.
Okay, that's very cool. That's very, very cool. Oh, I like that synergy, man. That's awesome. Right, let's go for the next one. So inflicting a damage over time effect has a 50% chance to inflict an armor break. Okay, do those armor breaks stack? Quick question.
Yes, sir, they do.
Oh, I'm inflicting so many debuffs. I feel like I should go for that one. But there's also like
not a bad choice.
launching a special attack has a 100% chance to, actually, I think we go for the first one. I feel like that's a really good synergy there. Right, let's crack on to the next one.
So I saw a question in chat that I think is kind of fun to answer. But basically, there's people asking about, what are the best champions in this mode? That's really for you guys to figure out. Because of all these buffs and all the available synergies, what we expect to happen is there to be a lot of, let's say, not a super god tier champions that end up being very, very viable in dungeons, in incursions. Because of these changes that we've made. A good example of that has definitely come up from our playtests is a Nihilist that's not necessarily considered a great attacker is incredible with some of the buffs that are available in this mode. And there are many, many more.
Patrick is a huge Nihilist fan. I don't know if you guys could tell.
Just a little bit.
I can't talk him up enough.
I was what was I going to say? Tyler, which do you want me to go left, and which fight would you like me to try and take down?
Sure, I can go right. If you want to take down 2 and get rid of that Nightcrawler with Rage, be good.
Let's go for it then. Or should we have a quick look at the boss as well, or did you already have a bit of a scout out?
Oh, what do we got here?
Mysterio with Cornor to redouble. I think I can take down with Aegon. That'd be fine. All good.
Seems like you can take down anything with Aegon right now.
That is surprisingly how this game works a lot of the time. At least in my experience.
Any preference on nodes on the right?
I haven't even looked. Honestly, I don't think it really matters too much. Maybe take Black Widow down if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Just gotta play this matchup a little bit slower, spam those double mediums, hopefully get lots and lots of incinerates.
Patrick, why don't we call this mode Incursions?
That's a fun one. So basically, we wanted to make sure that with the release of this new iteration, that there was a solid differentiation between what was Dungeons and what is now Incursions. So we knew we needed to rename it, but we also wanted there to be a sort of a flexible theme as we do major updates to the mode. So we wanted to come up with something that was a little bit generic that we could then theme individually per event. So the idea is that players are going to be doing incursions into certain areas of the battle realm, in this case, Ultron's domain. And as we do updates, we could end up with players doing incursions into, say, the negative zone or anything like that. So that's kind of how the idea came across, and then now we can do individual theming around, hey, you're in this specific area of the battle realm, and we will cater things to reflect that inside of Incursions.
Oh, that's really cool. Pretty cool. I was sorry to interrupt. I was just going to ask as well. Are there any plans for stuff like, like Dungeons Days have been a previous thing that has appeared from now and again? Any plans for kind of Incursions Days or anything to celebrate the launch of them in the next coming months?
So, with the launch of Incursions, that is the celebration in and of itself. We don't have a plan to launch Incursions days along with the launch. However, in the future, as we've done in the past, we do plan on having events based around Incursions where players will have some benefits, probably similar to Dungeon Days, champion cooldowns being basically free, things like that. So we definitely plan on keeping that around, keeping players engaged with the mode, and then as we do, major updates to the mode with content, new buffs, new champions, updating the pools, we'll definitely be hyping those up as well and putting things in place so that players come in and engage.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for the insight on that one. I'm actually going to try Doctor Doom versus this Mysterio. I think with all that power gain, I can really take advantage of it, I think.
All right.
Or it's going to backfire in my face. It's going to be...
Don't worry, I'm here for backup if you need it.
Oh, gosh. Oh, so much power gain. Mysterio's going ham. Oh, it's a little bit of a tricky start, but I think I've got him. I've got him on the Doom Tower, mate, so it's pretty much game over. Just need to seal the deal with a nice little combo. There we go. Ah, perfect. I think I'm going to use this opportunity just to quickly... Should I go for a 40% heal at this point, you reckon?
If you're going to do it, you definitely want to do it now before the difficulty starts to climb even higher.
Okay, I think we go for it now. Let's go for a team heal. Still got some good a good set of buffs rolling. Oh my goodness, we've just got a friendship bonus as well. Oh, how magical. So this is Zone 6 completion. So for that zone, we got 400 5-star hero crystal shards, 45,000 gold, and 600 of the Incursions artifacts. And these zone bonuses, I think, reset every 30 days, but there are also separate milestones which reset every 5 days as well. But the deeper we go, the more these rewards shall climb, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, ready to start the next room whenever you are.
All right, let's do it.
Right. So we have an Ultron boss, Bane of Dambala, Limber, buff duration. Doesn't seem too bad from the initial glance of it.
Nope, that's definitely an easy randomization.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, shall I stick to the left-hand side? Is there any one in particular you want me to take down?
I think just take down 2. Get rid of that oscillate.
Cool, cool. And if you just want to go for 4, yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing really too lethal in terms of those
for me.
nodes. Let's go left-hand side. That's where the power index is starting to get a little bit scarier now. You know, casual 200,000 health on the opponents. But we'll see what we can do.
That's where you really start to want to make sure that you have boss buffs all the time.
Yeah, I can certainly imagine. Dr. Doom, just because of that fat block proficiency, seems to be doing a number in Incursions so far, though. doing a really solid job, especially with all the stuff that further enhances his power gain. There we go. Cable just melted there, boys. Thank you very much, Steve Wester. I certainly appreciate it. And mad love to everybody watching this evening. Hopefully you're all doing well. Okay, 1,000 crit damage rating. Special attacks gain, plus 20% ability accuracy and attack rating. Oh, I don't know what we go for. 1,000 crit damage rating. Seems pretty good.
The world is your oyster.
Oh, the world is my oyster right now. Spoiled by choice. Let's give this Black Widow a bit of a run with Sunspot. As long as we don't get. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, sorry, my bad. Someone's asking, is there bonuses for playing with friends and randoms? Yes, you can still get friendship rewards and matchmaking bonuses. I think that's what they're called.
Yep.
Oh, mate. Sunspot he's tearing apart this Black Widow. Wow. That was such a good performance. I feel like champions with a little bit of regeneration, sustainability, high block proficiency, just so valuable in this game mode because it gives you so much damage output.
Yeah, Sunspot is definitely a really strong champion in Incursions. He was my MVP clearing through 6-4. Once you got a few incinerates on the opponent, that block proficiency increase is phenomenal.
No, definitely. Would you like to take this boss, or do you want me to?
Sure. My team's looking pretty healthy.
Yeah, if you go for it. Just want to keep everybody nicely topped up. Ready for zone number 8 next.
You guys are still going strong. You guys have, I think, both have really healthy champs right now.
Yeah, we're doing all right. I think you know, if we have a look at the hacks the hacks tab here, let's see, pretty much topped up. Tyler's doing really well as well. He's back to full after taking a bit of a beating in the initial couple of rooms. He's not let his guard down since.
Yeah, after that one slip up, we're recovered.
Right.
Yeah, I was a little worried there. Brought my Morningstar down 40% room 2. Like, uh-oh, is this how it goes? Do I let Seatin down on in the second zone?
Don't worry, you've made a phenomenal comeback so far. So I'm going left here. All right, pick up
Can
boss
be worse than
module.
when.
Oh, sorry,
Which
carry
boss
on.
module did you choose?
Oh, I'm not too sure. All attribute buff boost nodes have their potency increased by 200%. Well, what does that one do? Sorry, just to ask about the attribute boost multiplier.
So all the ones of the normal hacks, so you'll see like attribute boost, crit damage rating, attribute boost, critical damage, things like that. Anything that says attribute boost in the hacks,
Oh, wow.
that rare hack will increase their potency by 200%.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna get that one. I just picked up the 1,000 crit damage, so I was like, oh, yeah, we'll get that. What does that make it? 3,000 crit damage? Seems pretty good.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Right, I'm ready whenever you are to move to the next room, Tyler.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're up to 3 buffs now.
Oh no, the background's got even darker, hasn't it? It's a sinister red. Right, are you happy for me to take down the Heimdall here?
What do we got there?
And then that leaves Arc Overload, Prey on the Weak, and Chaos.
Sure. And then, do you want me to take Hyperion or Blade?
Let's have a look. Honestly, I can do with either. Whichever one is probably going to be easier for you to take down.
Sure.
So I'll go for Heimdall. And let's sabotage the server link.
Someone says Tyler's actually really cool. I like him. I don't know who you are, but I don't know if you've met Tyler.
Yeah, I'm not very cool.
Don't worry, being cool's awfully overrated.
I would not know.
What?
I see how it is.
Coolest figure in the MCOC community, Mike. Everyone knows it.
I see why you wanted to dodge that, Mr. Fantastic. I don't know if anyone else tuned into the live stream last night, but those crossfight abilities were haunting both Seatin and Legacy for a number of zones.
Seatin and Legacy? Oh, gosh.
Oh, no, you're sorry. You're sorry, Grant.
It's all
Why are you
good.
mixing up your names?
Oh, you know, we're both incredibly handsome men. It's hard sometimes. Okay. Oh, light attack's gotta gain some additional attack rate in there. Right, let's crack on. We got Beast here. So Beast has the tenacity node, redoubled determination. Oh, let's go for. I'm almost at that 300 combo on Aegon though. We're doing all right. Sometimes I don't.
I think this is the run. This is the run.
I'm pretty sure this is the run as well. That's what I've been feeling. Glad to know that I wasn't the only one feeling that. There we go, 42 hits, got Beast down. I was a little bit scared about that tenacity. I've been relying on parry very heavily this evening. Took a little bit of chip on the block, but it's all good. And then we got Black Panther. He's got spiked armor, stun. Okay.
Oh man, chaos! Please stop giving me unstoppable.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's okay. This fight's going a little longer than I expected, but we're good. We're good.
All that's all good. Right. My granddad was just attempting to call me then for a moment, so I need to make sure I give him a call back after this live stream, man.
Tell him we all say hi.
I will do. I'll pass on. I'll tell him Kabam Mike says hi. And hope
Thank
that he's
you.
doing well. Right.
I do hope he's doing well.
Would you
right.
would you
Made
like
it
to
through.
take this Black Panther with your Morning Star? I feel like that would just be a pretty preferable matchup, especially with the spiked armor
know
node
what?
as well.
For you, sure.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Aegon does keep his hit count from room to room with incursions. Right. Oh, yeah, I need to check what enhancement node we got next. Fury buffs gain potency, heavy attacks. I think we're going to go for the Fury buffs. We're almost at 300 combo. Seems
Ooh, that
like
was
the
a
way to go for it.
juicy SP2. Woo!
Ooh. Very nice. Morningstar putting in work. I'm just trying to think of champions. Is there any like Oh, I guess there's probably not a node like this. I was going to say, is there any node that like gives you some form of like life steal, like a little bit? But I imagine you probably wouldn't have that, and then they heal side by side. I'll
The
go
one
left
that
here, by
you
the way, Tyler.
can get a regen off of is buff cornucopia. So that's the one where every single time you trigger a buff on yourself,
Okay.
you have a chance to trigger another buff. There is regen inside buff cornucopia.
Okay, cool, cool. That's great to know. Heavy attacks. Hmm. Trying to think. I think I'll go for Tide of Combat's quite good with parry, right? So whenever a non-damaging debuff expires on the opponent, 50% chance to gain a Fury buff.
Tide of Combat is pretty damn good.
Okay, that's good to know, man. Certainly good to know. Right, let's crack on to. We're on zone 9 now. Gosh, we're getting there, mate. Almost at 24. Very, very close. And and now I see it's what is it? 500 5-star shards. Sick. So let's go for this one. Right. Who's it's that Killmonger. He's got stun vulnerability, but also encroaching stun. Do you
Close encounters. Woo.
Yeah, he's got some very interesting node combinations, this man. Do you have Doctor Doom? He doesn't counter Killmonger, right?
Not really. I mean, if you're playing with him against high power and he procs the reverb, that's going to be pretty nasty. That being said, he does have stun vulnerability, so if you were to land the first hit without doing a parry and then stunning him and running rampant with Aegon, you could probably do quite a significant amount of damage if you want to do that.
Yeah,
Or you could swap in like a Namor or something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Do you want to? Would you be all right to swap in a Namor? Would you happy to get a counter or?
Let me see what my buffs are.
Because I'm thinking I kind of want like all these characters maybe for later rooms if we do get to them. But if not, I can try with Sunspot. I think
I can. So I'll go right. If yeah, I'll go right, I think.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll swap in a Namor.
And yeah, feel free to just go for the Yondu there. That should be absolutely fine. So I'll go left. And is there anybody you want me to kill? Probably War Machine, I imagine, or Spider-Man?
Do you want to use Spider-Man? Aspects of evolution can get pretty gross.
Yeah, that's very true. Right, I'll go for Sabotage Server Link. I feel like I've asked you to take the boss too many times and that I need to take it after this one.
That'll be okay.
There we go. Oh, the damage feels so nice from these no modifiers. It's really, really sweet.
It's going to take me a sec with this Yondu here because I've got some... the trade-off to swapping in a champion is that they get some buffs.
Yeah, I saw that. What buffs are you going to have to deal with? Got a light flux dispersal, 50% power gain. Nah, fair play. Right, then I've just got to deal with Bane, Supercharge. Oh, Bane could get potentially tricky with that Doc Ock. But I think I might go for a bit of Doc Doom on this one. Oh, fantastic. Well, also, just as a fun fact, the massive like shock and incinerate nodes are really good for those daily objectives that that are like win free fights by dealing the finishing blow with shock or incinerate damage. So that's
I can see that.
it's very nice. Very nice little addition there. But yeah, we got a full breakdown. I know some people are asking in chat about the difference between dungeons and incursions. And incursions are just like, at least from my experience so far, much, much better version of dungeons. You're just constantly collecting buffs and enhancements, and there's opportunities to heal and revive and do all sorts of stuff. But we're quite deep now, man. We're quite deep. We're in zone 9. So we've gone very, very far.
Alright, Yondu's almost dead here.
Right, nice. I'm ready to attempt to get this Doc Ock down. Perfect.
There we go. Alright.
Oh no, I meant to get over the special one there. Oh mate, no, am I going to get ruined? Oh man, I might be ruined. Oh no! I was trying to spam the heavy to get special one, but he kept on power locking me and siphoning it back. Oh, rip. Bro, I know I said room 24, man, but we might need to scale it down to the room number 18 now. This is not in my plan.
I believe there's plenty of time for recovery.
There's plenty of time for recovery.
Don't sell yourself short yet.
Of course. Oh.
Alright, this Killmonger's on me, right?
Yep, go for it.
Oh, encroaching stun.
Good luck.
My arch nemesis.
It's everybody's arch nemesis, that node. I think we go for attack surge buff count here. I'm just trying to think about champions at big regen. I feel like Blade might be quite good for incursions.
Blade is definitely quite nice. Alright, Namor is definitely the play.
Perfect, perfect.
That was easy.
See, now you got that fun interactive damage counter. I'll go left-hand side here. Ready for all those massive electros. But let's pick up another boss module.
Yeah, if only we swapped him in for that electro boss that bested you.
Oh, exactly. Been laughing right now. Okay, we got to get a martial artist here, man. That was way too good. Right, let's crack on to zone number 10. Dude, I told myself before this live stream I'd be happy if I could get past zone number 5. So I'm happy we made it this far. Oh yeah,
far past that now.
Swimming in a deep end now for sure. Okay, we got Namor as the boss here. He's got Toxin as the node. That's fine, not a problem at all. Tenacity, Supercharge, Ragnarok. Okay, that should be
That's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Okay, the one that I will say is beware of the bishops. I have fallen prey to that so many times where I forget that I have a bunch of hacks that are going to apply incinerates and shocks and whatnot, and then he supercharges himself and one-shots me.
I think you probably want me to take down the Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, right? For the special Chaos
I
Inversion.
think that's definitely the play.
Cool. And what do I want you to take down? That's the question on the small machine. We've got aggression, regeneration, power efficiency. Venom the Dark has Plague Mind, power gain. Probably take down the War Machine, if that's okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. And I will take down this Namor, I think. As long as nobody dies, we'll be fine. Let's see what we can do. Right, perfect. That Stark Spidey down. And then, yeah, got this Beast Boss next. What's we got again? Increased power gain, Plague Mind, Prey on the Weak. Ooh, maybe I need to be a bit careful of Prey on the Weak. I think I'll go for Sunspot actually in this matchup. Ooh, I think we've got to go for the medium attack scheme. More attack rating buff. Cool. I'm really missing my Incinerate and Armor Break debuffs from the earlier rooms. Wish we can get some of those back.
Whew, that chip damage on that War Machine SP1 is no joke at this point.
Yeah. We've definitely got to the deep end. Well, Morningstar, hey, you'll get it back.
I'll get it back. Let's say that was far from a light tickle.
No, definitely. But you know, you've got enhanced attack, a little bit more base healing off Morningstar.
Alright, what did I sign myself up for on this one?
Nomad is asking, is there any discussion regarding incursion abilities or hack systems being used in other endgame content? Let's do this first. Let's see how this goes first.
My first death.
Oh no!
That trial by fire is woo! It's no joke if you let it accidentally get on you. Alright, here we go. Recovery.
You can do this. I believe in you. Kabam Tyler. Gotta do it. Make Kabam John proud. He's out there watching right now.
I think he'll be a little mad because we've actually never gotten past room 10 ourselves.
Oh.
We kind of have to do this.
Oh no! Oh no! I just got whipped by Beast, mate, and I just got comboed into oblivion there. I think if I use Aegon, I'm gonna die. So I think we'll get Sunspot up.
Oh no! Oh, just go. Oh no! Is this it? Is this where we both fall asleep?
This isn't it. It's not over yet. We're gonna see that zone 11. You said you and Kabam John, you've never got past zone 10, right?
This always happens. It's going so well that it goes so bad all of a sudden.
Don't worry.
I believe.
Just believe. That's all you need. One more champion and a dream. Well, I managed to get Beast down, so it's all on you. No pressure.
I think that's it, Seatin. I think I failed.
You think you failed? Oh my goodness.
He's in the Stark. He's in the Stark vision. Oh no!
Don't worry. I'll ride it out. I'm gonna send it all the way and see if I can get.
You gotta get us into zone 11.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Have to do it.
Am I gonna attacker degenerates 3% of their max health per second? Oh, I've got to use 10% of my maximum power to do this. But I think I might be able to. Okay, no, I'm not. It's not happening, mate. It's not happening. Well, you know, it's a good run. It is good enough. I'll take that, mate. I'll take that.
That was a good run. That was a good run.
Obviously, it was our first time playing together. It was all about kind of that team synergy, because that's what Incursions are about. And I think, you know, if we had a second, third try, if we had time for that, which unfortunately we don't, I think it would be at least room 24, or zone 24, should I say. But
easily.
I don't think it would be too much of a question. But there we go. That is the first look at Incursions. So yeah, I think we got to exit out here then. Quit the Incursions with 32,000 points.
Yep. So that's the thing to note is if you quit an incursion now mid zone, there's no longer any punishment. So you don't sacrifice milestone points. You don't sacrifice your top zone bonuses.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good change. That was always one of the slightly frustrating things for a lot of people with dungeons, is pushing higher only to get some like bad rolls and then regretting the decision there. But if we claim some of the milestones, you can see the first one is 1,100 artifacts, another 1.1k, another 1.1k, and then are like 4, 5, and 6. Are they meant to be? Are they meant to have artifacts in as well, or just gold for the higher milestones?
So those are just meant to be gold. Basically, what we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of keep the similar amount of effort required for your artifact milestones, but we wanted, for the people who really want to play a lot, we wanted to have options for them to continue to play and earn some more gold if that's what they're looking for. So basically, we wanted it to be within a 5-day period. Hey, like, I'm done with my artifacts, but I love Incursions, so I'm gonna go back in and get a little bit more gold, and you know, there's no downside.
Okay, awesome. I see there seems to be quite the incentive as well to like, because we did Sector 7, but every, 30 days, you can get all the zone rewards for 2 sectors based on your tier, and those are all explained in the announcement that I did a video recap on earlier. But it seems like, Sector 6 for a lot of people, which is going to be easier than the sector that we've seen today. That looks very much worth farming for the gold and shards there, so it seems really cool.
For sure, because we realized that, you know, there's actually a pretty wide range of people that qualify for Tier 1. We wanted to make sure that they could go into a dungeon an Incursions difficulty that's more appropriate to their level and still push and earn a lot of rewards. We didn't want to limit them to go into Sector 7 and then get like rickety wrecked on Zone 4 and be mad, right? So we want to leave those options open.
Get riggedy wrecked and be mad. Is this some of the Kabam internal terminology?
That's official terminology.
Those are very technical terms.
Oh my goodness! I got a quick question from chat as well. So this is a bit of a theoretical one. I think I know the answer to this. What happens if your champion gets knocked out, revived, and then swapped out for Nick Fury? Will he have his persistent charge? I imagine that's a yes, because it hasn't already been consumed.
Yes, he'll have his persistent charge.
Yeah. Something to note that's a misconception, I think we actually misspoke about this in the previous stream, is that if you have used the champion in that specific run that you're still playing in, you won't be able to swap them back in if you swap them out. even if you refresh the cooldown.
Okay, so once somebody's out, they're out, and that's it. What's the cooldown as well for bringing champions into incursions?
Those haven't changed from the previous iteration of Dungeons. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but yeah, there's been no change in terms of the refresh timers.
Okay, cool.
I will. I'll dig that up and I'll put that in the forum thread for everyone.
No, perfect. Thank you very much. Right, is
right.
that? Oh, sorry, Mike. Over to you.
I would say I want to get your opinion. What do you think? How much fun was this? Do you like it? Give us your uncensored opinion.
I really enjoyed it. Like, I love the part where I had that incinerate and armor break debuff going on, and just like there's crazy incinerate damage, just weird ability accuracy modifying that, and yeah, the armor breaks are just stacking up like crazy. I think there are like certain combinations that are just like so ridiculously broken. So yeah, I think this gameplay mode is 10 times more fun than Dungeons. And it does remove a lot of the hassle and just kind of negative stuff about Dungeons. I think people are still going to need to find a good partner in their alliance or, you know, on the forums or Reddit in order to have the best possible time here. But yeah, I like it. I think it's a solid upgrade. I think it has a lot of potential as well. From what I believe Patrick was saying earlier about this is the incursion into Ultron's domain, and we can go into like different domains in the future, potentially like the negative space or, you know, all sorts of stuff based around like the many Marvel characters and themes. So I like the additional potential that this mode of gameplay has for the future, but I think for like the debut, it's pretty much perfect. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
That's awesome.
Well,
that's exactly what we want to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, no complaints with that.
I like it. I think you guys have done a really good job. I'm interested. I'm excited for everybody else to get to be able to dive into this. It's only like what was it, 8 days now? Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday on the 8th of April. So yeah, it's a week and a bit. But I'm curious to see how like the rest of the community reacts to it and whether or not kind of they feel the same. But yeah, I think it's a cool new addition. I think a lot of people are going to like it.
Yeah, and I want to challenge everyone to come up with the most broken combo they can. Like, come up with the craziest combination you can. Make sure we can see it, because that's kind of the name of this game now. As Tyler said over and over, we want you to break the game. So, break it. Show us. Show us what you can do.
Oh, don't you worry. I imagine there's going to be plenty of that. I've just been like thinking all this time about what champions are going to synergize really well. I really want to try out Morningstar as well. She seems really fun, and any champions that regenerate, you know, based off the amount of damage dealt, I imagine are going to be very fun to play around with.
Yeah, Morningstar is definitely a good time with the perfect block and the regen on hit. But you have some other interesting ones like Dr. Voodoo is another one that's a bunch of us internally have been playing with his SIG, the increase to buff duration and debuff duration, as well as his ability accuracy, makes all of those shock and incinerates apply that much more frequently.
Ah, that's a really good shout, actually. I think there's stuff that increases like buff duration and potency, right? Which can modify that regeneration.
So yeah, like the things that people are going to start to uncover is obviously like the first kind of layer is figuring out all those cool buff interactions about how the you know, the basic hacks combine with the rare hacks, and then people start to combine in, you know, champion kits, and then they'll start to layer on synergies and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot of depth here for you guys to go out and discover, and as Kabam Mike said, start to actually break the game.
No, it seems really cool. I'm actually really curious to try out Old Man Logan at some point as well. I feel like those buffs, the regeneration, I don't know, might scale up pretty pretty nicely. But we'll see on that one.
Buff Cornucopia is stacking off those massive amount of furies he procs all at once.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a crazy interaction, isn't it? He procs buffs like a madman. So yeah, I think there's just a lot of broken combinations that the more you think about it, the more surface there. So I think
people like Luke Cage and stuff, where he's applying a bunch of non-damaging debuffs, and we've got, you know, rare hacks that proc off of that. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of theory crafting that's ready to happen once this mode's fully released to everybody.
Oh gosh, it's Luke Cage as well. He gains additional attack for each debuff on the opponent. It's not just like non-damaging ones. Okay, That's going to be fun, man. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, I'm buzzing for this mode of gameplay. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm very, very excited, and hopefully it's going to you know, some various combinations are going to inspire all sorts of stuff, kind of future content that gets made, and you know, what is a really fun and interesting interaction. So yeah, I'm just excited for it.
Cool. Awesome.
But yeah, anything else before we wrap up today's live stream?
Well, I mean, you have us here. Do you have any questions you want to ask from your stream, or that you still had?
We can do a quick QA in chat. So are there any questions about Incursions that we haven't already discussed or addressed, lads? Let me know in chat. Anything? Yeah. Have a quick 5-10 minute QA. I think so. What's that? KB says, hey Seatin, can you use 2 accounts, both yours, and like co-op with yourself to save some time instead of doing 2 runs for both accounts? I would imagine you could do that for dungeons, because I had that where I, just for a little bit of fun, carried my what was it, my free-to-play account very early on, with like Captain Marvel movie in dungeons. So I would imagine it's possible to do. I think you can actually go down to the lower sectors, if I'm correct, right? But you don't gain the rewards for them.
You are able to play lower sectors, but you only are eligible for top zone bonuses for the ones that are applicable to your incursion tier.
Okay. So yeah, you can still carry
a friend.
Yes, you could definitely play with a friend that is in a lower tier, but obviously you'll be helping them collect their top zone bonuses, not yours.
Yeah, you don't get anything for yourself.
Okay, cool. That's always good to know. Like, I think that's going to be fantastic for, you know, just helping people get some of those initial rewards. I imagine in the lower tiers, there's stuff like 4-star shards in the reward structure.
Yeah, if you open up the rewards panel there, you can scroll through a few of the other zone bonuses. But the top zone bonuses go up to zone 10 for sectors 1 through 6, and then sector 7 goes all the way to zone 25.
Cool. Just an additional question as well coming from the chat. Before the release, is there going to be any sort of rewards chart published displaying kind of a breakdown for all the different tiers?
I did not plan on doing that. Part of it is just we're definitely going to have a lot of videos on this kind of stuff anyways, but also, you know, make it a surprise.
Fair play.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of go through the rewards panel and just see for yourself. There's nothing really hidden. It's just a little bit of math. I can tell you that rewards have been increased basically across the board, with some massive increases in gold, and some pretty tasty increases in the artifact category as well. And then obviously we didn't give out shards before in dungeons, and now we're giving out quite a bit. So there's nothing minor about the rewards that we're providing. It's pretty tasty. So just get in there, take a look, and play.
So also a question as well from chat. So I know I feel like you two might be a little bit biased toward this one, Patrick and Tyler. But do you feel this is the most enjoyable thing added to the game thus far?
We definitely wanted to do something different. One of our things that we really wanted to push forward in Incursions was meaningful player choice at all points in the mode. So at every moment, to the point where you essentially enter a zone for the first time, you're already thinking about, are my 3 champions viable to tackle not only the champions that I'm about to face, but the nodes that they're sitting on? And then you also have the thought in your mind, well, hey, can I synergize my buffs with someone even better? Like some of the other things that we were mentioning before with like Luke Cage and, you know, Sunspot and Dr. Voodoo and things like that. So there's definitely a ton of player choice at all moments throughout Incursions. So from my perspective, I think that the big difference is that it's unique, and that's why I enjoy it, and it's very different to everything else we've done in the contest up this point.
No, perfect
So to answer that
there.
actual question, I think
And
it is the most enjoyable thing I've played in this game in quite some time. It's so much fun, and I love playing this with other people. So, yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Also extremely biased, but yeah, I love this mode.
No, fantastic. I also see a few kind of questions in chat. I don't know if you have the answer to this about the obviously we've the existing dungeon artifact store, which has been named the Incursion artifact store now. Are there any changes kind of planned to this store? Is it scheduled to stay the same? Are there going to be 6-star champions appearing at any point?
I mean, for the release of Incursions, you're not going to see an update until the current crystals that are in there expire. But one of the things that we are planning on doing with Incursions is updating it in a regular cadence, similar to something such as Alliance Quest. So Alliance Quest typically gets an update every 4 to 5 months, where we swap out some bosses and things of that nature, and potentially increase the rewards. We want to do something similar with Incursions. We want to update it on a regular cadence where the rewards are getting updated. We're adding the latest champions that have been released in previous months into the champion pools. We want to add in new buffs that we've created for one-shot content and things like that. So the idea is that, yeah, we're updating this mode all the time now.
Okay, awesome. Are there are there any plans to what is it? Add kind of 6-star shards into the mix and like a 6-star layer of progression for maybe players, because obviously the lower tiers are based off or sorry, should I say that the highest tiers at the moment are based off like having 8 5-star champions, 16 5-star champions. Have you discussed about 6-star acquisition, or you just gonna wait and see?
Definitely. I mean, we're moving into that territory as is. I mean, players are starting to bolster their 6-star rosters significantly. So I would suspect that I don't have a date on when we're going to push for this update, but it's definitely something we're looking into in the future, to introducing a higher tier that the requirements for it would be the amount of 6 stars that you have in your account.
Okay, perfect. No, thank you very much for all the answers this evening. I don't think there is anything else related to Incursions that's not outside of the announcement. Again, if you missed it earlier, there was a massive announcement about Incursions today, and it kind of covers all the basic information. So unless you guys see anything in chat, I think that just about wraps up today's live stream.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having us. It's been a blast playing with you today.
No, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a really fun time. I think we had a solid run. We definitely got a decent chunk done. Unfortunately, we did. At least we died at the same time though, and there wasn't one of us just lingering.
There's always next time. Next time.
There is always next time for sure. But it was fun. It was really fun. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and again, thank you so much for making the time to come on the channel this evening, and yeah, let me test out this new mode of gameplay. I certainly appreciated the early look at it.
Awesome, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Have a good rest of your day.
Right, absolute pleasure. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for watching today's live stream. Really do appreciate all of the support today. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.